Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. Now I'm going to give you the updates on this system because it has increased. Matter of fact, it has ramped up to our first moderate severe weather risk for 2023. We have chances for tornadoes, EF2 or greater, overnight tornadoes, nocturnals, even not only damaging winds, but big hail the size of softballs are possible with this system. Now, if you've never been here before, make sure you subscribe. I am all year long, and we like to practice a lot of safety on this channel. So please share this information, like the video, do everything you can help to get this information out to others so they can prepare for this storm, because it is showing a lot of strength. Plus, on the wraparound, on the top side, is bringing a lot of major snow still, and I will show you the possibilities. Now, this is HRRR, and you can see how it really ramps up for Thursday, going overnight into Friday, and this is where the biggest event, the strongest part of this system will be, but there's many threats for Wednesday as well. So let me show you all the latest information. Remember, we are giving away that solar weather station for today, so make sure you stick around if you want that as well for tomorrow. As this comes into the main event, you're going to see this vorticity of this system go from a southwest to a southeast. And once it does that, that's where it kicks in your severe weather, and that is going into Thursday. So Thursday is still going to be the biggest day. Now, this is HRRR. This is as far as we can see on HRRR, but I am showing you other models, showing you other information. But this is the most accurate that we can use. So for today, you do have a tornado chance, which has broadened out. You still have the wind damage chance, and you have the chances for hail today. And that black right there is chances for significant hail. The hail is going to be for Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Allen, Texas, North Little Rock, Arkansas. But you still have your tornado threat for today. 2% in the green, 5% in the brown. And here's your cities and states right here. 5% is Memphis, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, Huntsville, Alabama, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, as well as Jackson, Tennessee, as well as your 2% in the green going all the way to Shreveport, Louisiana, even Birmingham, Alabama. And National Weather Service has it for severe thunderstorms will be possible on Wednesday from northeast Texas through the mid-south and into middle Tennessee, with a threat of hail, damage and wind, and a couple of tornadoes. Additional strong to isolated severe thunderstorms capable of wind damage will be possible across the Ohio Valley vicinity. And that is these storms that's going to brew up all day and all afternoon long, and then it's going to move to the east. But still, it is moving overnight, so you still have the chances for nocturnal tornadoes out of these cells. And you can see your tornado perimeters, which shows your wind shear, dew points, all the factors that can make a strong tornado. You can see how you get a lot of perimeters all afternoon long, all the way up towards Kentucky and Tennessee, even get some possible chances for some strong winds, some vortices to pop up. But once you go into Thursday, that's where it really ramps up. So once you go into Thursday, it ramps up with a strong possibility for strong tornadoes, and you have you for EF2 or greater. So as you go into 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it strengthens up. But as you go through the evening, it really gets strong for your chances for tornadoes. Maybe even long track, long-lived cells out of this storm. So please be aware this is very strong. And as you look at your helicity values, which shows you the vorticity, which shows you a strong thunderstorm, strong cells passing through, even a possible tornado. You can see as you go into noontime for Wednesday, you get a strong system that goes all across Texas, even possibly for DFW. I do have warnings for you as well. And once you go into the afternoon for Wednesday, it really grows for Arkansas and northern Mississippi. Good chances for some strong cells to pass by. This will be a southern region system as it comes through. And look how it goes all night long until 4 o'clock in the morning, all the way into Alabama. A lot of chances for some very strong cells. And then we go into Thursday, and we can't see too much further, but you can see with HRRR that as you go into Thursday, it's just going to be a big event of a lot of strong thunderstorms, possible tornadoes. Plus, the tornado chances has been ramped up for Thursday. Now you have a moderate level, and this is our first time for 2023 having a moderate level for tornadoes, guys. Plus, we have a significant severe in this black. Significant severe is where you have a chances to get EF2 or greater damage. Plus, we have that big 15% just sitting right in the middle of it. So here's your cities and states at risk for the tornadoes for Thursday. A significant severe being Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Plano, and Garland, Texas. Your 15% is Shreveport, Louisiana, Tyler, Texas, Longview, Bossier City, Louisiana, and Texarkana, Texas, as well as your 10% in the yellow, your 5% in the brown, and your 2% in the green. And none of these places can be ruled out for a chance for a tornado. But you also have the threat for high winds, very damaging winds, guys. Now you have the significant severe in the same section that you have the chances for significant severe tornadoes. So your chances for your very high winds is also for Dallas, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Fort Worth, Arlington, and Plano, Texas. And your 45%, guys, chances for high winds. Garland, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, Mesquite, Texas, Tyler, Longview, Texas. Plus you have your 30% in the red, your 15% in the yellow, and your 5% in the brown. And all of y'all are going to see a lot of damaging winds, up to 80 miles per hour or greater. Hail has grown as well. So you have a significant severe now, this big black section. That gives you chances for large hail, 2 inches or greater. Chances for Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Plano, and Garland, Texas. And the same area is at a threat for the 30%. Plus you have the 15% in the yellow and the 5% in the brown for hail for Thursday. And you can see here from National Weather Service, a regional severe thunderstorm outbreak appears possible across parts of the southern plains into the Arklatex and Arkla, Mississippi regions, Thursday into Thursday night, with a few strong tornadoes, widespread damage and winds, and hail, all possible. Now to look further ahead, you can see with the Euro that as you go into Thursday afternoon, you still get this nasty squall line that does pop up right over Texas. And I'm showing DFW has a lot of threats. I do have your updates for you. But as this carries along through Thursday, it grows all the way from Louisiana, all the way up towards northern Arkansas, southern Mississippi. And it keeps going all the way to the east. And you see now you got freezing rain possible, plus you have the snow possible. This is for Friday as this goes up to the north, brings you to heavy snowfall. You still have this big banding that's going to go all the way towards Georgia, maybe even South Carolina, bringing that strong winds, guys. Plus you have this big system. You can see the tight isobar still bringing a lot of damage and winds for Friday and Saturday as that goes out to northeast. And it's showing less and less snow for the northeast because you're having a lot of thunderstorms instead of the snowfall. But you still have the freezing rain threat as well. And for Friday, it has grown again. You have a big 5% area in the brown and a huge 15% area. It just keeps growing bigger and bigger. Your 15% for Friday is Charlotte, North Carolina, Nashville, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, as well as Greensboro, North Carolina. And you have the 5%, which goes all the way from Mobile, Alabama to Raleigh, North Carolina as well. And National Weather Service says severe thunderstorms capable of damaging wind gusts and a few tornadoes will be possible on Friday across parts of the southeast into the Ohio Valley. Plus, there is going to be chances for this hail. So you can see your lightning strikes as you go through Wednesday. You get a lot of lightning strikes. You even get chances for hail. All this white is indicative to large hail. All this pink is definitely going to be not the largest, but 1 to almost 2-inch size hail. As you go into Wednesday afternoon, you get a big spike of lightning strikes. Could bring some very large hail across northeastern Texas. And as you go overnight, these storms keep training to the east. But once you go into Thursday, then it brings that big squall line. You get a lot of lightning strikes, and a squall line is bringing a lot of chances for large hail. It grows up right around 4 p.m. for Thursday, and then it gets even bigger. A big, long line with the squall line, bringing not only tornadoes, damaging winds, but chances for large hail. And National Weather Service is showing huge hail. It goes all evening along across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, into the morning as it goes across the Tennessee, Kentucky Valley, and the southern Ohio Valley for Friday. Now you can see with your 500 millibar winds with the Euro that it does bring a lot of winds across. And once it goes overnight into Thursday into Friday morning, then you get this big red spike of winds at the 500 millibar level, and this is in knots. And you're getting over 140 knot winds at the 500 millibar level. This is going to reach down to the ground and bring a lot of damage and winds with this system. And it does show that it does weaken down as you go through Friday evening as it goes out through the northeast. But until then, a lot of people are going to be in a lot of high winds. Still showing it's going to grow very strong for Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon for the Four Corners, southwestern Texas, as well as northern Mexico. Very high winds, getting all the way up to 80 miles per hour in northern Mexico. The orange is 50, the red is 60. But as you go through Friday, that's where it brings this robust of all these winds coming through the Ohio Valley and the southeast and the Tennessee, Kentucky Valley. Still showing 40 and 50 miles per hour wind gusts, getting into 60 for southwestern Texas and getting into the 70s and 80s for northern Mexico. And as it goes through the east, it is bringing high 50s and 60s. Matter of fact, if you look for the Tennessee, Kentucky Valley, that is showing 70s. Even that little spike of light brown right there is getting into high 70 miles per hour wind gusts. So it definitely ramps up for eastern Tennessee, northern Alabama, and eastern Kentucky, even West Virginia. A big hot pocket for very high winds. And you also have some on the northern side of this system for Illinois, Indiana, southern Michigan, and northern Ohio, and a little bit of western Pennsylvania, western New York, getting into the high 50s as well. As this goes off through the coast and is bringing 50s for y'all as well. Maryland, Delaware, southern Jersey, Long Island is bringing a lot of high winds with this system. Now, I have a lot of good information from National Weather Service that y'all need to see. This is affecting Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. So for your winds for Texas, you have the blow and dust plus the Guadalupe and Delaware mountains. You can see western winds from 65 to 75 miles per hour, definitely hurricane force, and wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour. You can see it does mild down as it goes through the Davis Mountains as well through the Permian Basin. It goes all the way down to 65 and 70 miles per hour. So definitely Guadalupe and Delaware mountains, you are going to see the worst of the winds. So you can see how your winds grow up for Wednesday for Texas. But once you go into Thursday, that's where it really starts to ramp up, and still right above Pine Springs, showing a possibility of up to 98 miles per hour winds passing through. And you can also see down here on the bottom, so around Wednesday afternoon from 3 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m., you're going to have some strong winds. But once you get to Thursday from 3 p.m. all the way to about 6 p.m., this is where the worst of the winds will be. And then time it out a little bit better, you can see right here for DFW for Thursday afternoon, you will have severe storms reaching all the way into DFW. But once you get into Thursday afternoon, it is going to grow. Now you have the severe that's over here that's going to be the worst part of it. Now in this black circle right here towards Paris, eastern DFW, heightened threat for damaging winds and tornadoes in this black outline. Now Oklahoma, they have your risk here, and you have an enhanced section right here over Durant, but you have a lot of areas that is covered in severe weather. Now, your tornado potential will be for medium for Thursday, but your maximum hail size will be up to a baseball size hail, and your winds will be 60 to 80 miles per hour. Also for Arkansas, you can see you have this big enhanced section right here in this orange section. You have chances for up to baseball size hail as well. Your winds are going to be 80 plus miles per hour, and you have a high tornado chance. So please be aware this is going to affect multiple states. And the hail is going into Louisiana as well. So you can see the hatched area in all this yellow where the worst place is going to be for this hail. But there is an increased potential for large hail up to 2 inches, which is hen egg size, guys. But this is going to be for northeast Texas, far northwest Louisiana, southwest Arkansas, and southeast Oklahoma. Now, Thursday afternoon, this is where it's going to grow for the same region. You have a big moderate section going into Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Thursday afternoon through Thursday night, you have a medium chance for tornadoes, up to 80 miles per hour damaging winds, and golf ball size hail, a little bit less than 2 inches. And this is mainly along and north of the I-30 corridor. But all of this black hatched area has a chance for significant tornadoes, EF2 or stronger. So please be aware this is going to be a serious event. Plus your hail event. All this black hatched area has a chances for 2 inches or greater hail coming out of this system, plus your winds. You can see the big hatched area, all this black, plus the 45% area. You have damaging winds of 70 to 80 miles per hour or greater passing through. And this is affecting northern Mississippi the most as well. So you can see up here in the yellow that you do have a slight risk. You have chances for damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour and large hail greater than golf ball size. Up to 2 inches is possible, and a tornado cannot be ruled out. But you can see that we have this enhanced section right above that, and that's where your severe storms are likely. Tornadoes, some possibly strong, damaging wind up to 70 miles per hour, and hail up to $50 size. So just be aware it is going to be a big threat. So in this area right here, you have it from midnight to 5 a.m. and then from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. over here. So this is going to be overnight and possible nocturnal tornadoes. Now let's talk about the snow real quick, because a lot of that is a lot unknown. So you can see with the Euro, as you go into Friday morning, it starts transitioning into heavy snowpack all the way for northern Missouri, southeastern Iowa still, northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin. And then as you go through Friday afternoon and Saturday, it's going to go across Michigan and it's going across the northeast, not going too far into the south. And Saturday evening is going to go into the higher elevations towards the New England states, adding up to a potential lot of snowfall. Now you can see with GFS, this has come down greatly and still going across, maybe getting into Philadelphia, but you can see how it come down very much a lot lower, and even the Canadian is still showing that it's not going to transition until it goes further to the east. So it's still unknown how much snowfall you're going to get on this, but I'm going to show you what is possible. Now, just the first 62 hours, you can see how it's bringing that swath of snow from that clipper for the upper Midwest. But you see how it's bringing a little bit of snow into southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and across Michigan. This is just the first 62 hours. That's as far as you can see with National Weather Service. But when you look at the NAM, and I don't like to use the NAM, it does overdo it, but just try for comparison. You can see how it's already showing major snowfall adding up just within the first 60 hours. A lot different than what National Weather Service is showing. It's even showing chances for 2 feet of snow for northeastern Kansas, northern Missouri, and getting real heavy for southern Iowa. This is what the Euro is picking up on. As you can see, as you're going through Thursday evening into Friday, that these temperatures really mild down. Now you also can see that same shot with GFS. It's not showing all these cold temperatures meeting up with the snowpack. And I did show you with a high resolution rapid refresh, it is showing some snow in this region. Still, GFS is showing that the temperatures will not quite be there like the Euro sees it. There's a big difference in where these temperatures are going to play out when this storm comes. But still showing there's a good chance for freezing rain for some ice to accumulate for western New York as well as for Pennsylvania. You can see that 50 did come down, like I said yesterday, but it only came down to 40. But you still have a 1/4 inch of ice possible in Pennsylvania. This will be damaging ice. This will cause some power outages. So far, the latest update with the Euro with the snowfall the next 5 days showing 3 inches or above for Seattle and Portland as it goes by the southwest and comes to the center of the U.S. And if you look for Arizona, it actually shows it could be over a foot of snow, maybe even a 1.5 feet for Flagstaff. But as this comes across, so far the Euro has it for northern Missouri. Starts getting to that foot of snowpack. Southeastern Iowa, northern Illinois, and southern Wisconsin. Still showing that. Still showing over a foot possible for Milwaukee. Still showing possible 8 inches for Chicago. Latest with GFS shows none of that. All that is further south. Chicago might get a little bit. But still, let's compare across. As you go across Michigan, still bringing a good bit of snow, even less for Detroit. According to GFS, it's going to be further south, and Detroit is going to get a good snowstorm, as well as northern Indiana, northwestern Iowa, and southern Michigan. And as you go out through the northeast, you can see how much different the snowpack is. The Euro isn't showing a whole bunch at all right here. GFS saying it's further south, further east, and there will be a lot of snowpack. So it's still too far to even be known what we're going to get on this snowfall, and then we're literally a couple days away. So remember, I am giving away this solar weather station for today. I do this every other day for quite some time now, and I am working on getting the generators back, guys. So if you want a chance for win this for tomorrow, that's when I'm going to call out for the winner in this video. You got to be a subscriber. You got to hit the like button, and you got to put the word WeatherMan. I don't want to change up the word too much. Y'all are great. I don't want to mix things up too much. I just want to get y'all a chance to get one of these systems. They're very great systems. They upgrade your wins every 17 seconds. You get a huge display, and you can connect it to weather on the ground if you wish. So whether you believe or not, I believe strongly enough for you. I believe in you, and I know people do change. Just give me a moment. I want to pray for you and your families that everyone will be safe. Trust me, there's nothing like having God on your side, keeping you safe as possible. Amen. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yes, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Above all things, all glory goes to God, our Father in heaven, Yahweh, and He will keep you safe. He is the good shepherd. Believe in Him, pray to Him. And I say this a million times, He loves to answer prayers. It's like a father hearing from a son that he haven't heard from in a long time. He's going to be so happy to hear from you. Just so happy. Amen. Hallelujah. God bless you all.